it just felt like it wasn't real a lot of the time. You know, you were like, oh, they've actually done it. They've actually like brought their A game and nailed it. Well, I'm used to, you know, writing stand-up routines and stand-up shows where you have to practice and write in front of an audience every night. You have to go out there and in front of a room full of people, you know, 50 people or whatever, try out your new material with no idea if it's going to work, and it will fail in front of them, or you'll improvise something in front of them and it doesn't work, or it does work. And so suddenly being in this position where I don't have to fail in front of everyone, I can fail on my own in my bedroom and no one needs to know about it. So you do just go, who cares? I'm going to lift this from this song and put it on this other one. And if it doesn't work, no one ever needs to know. You know, there were tons of things that I tried that didn't work throughout this whole process. And I would just disregard and go, okay, well, I'm not doing that then. But the ones that did, you can take a big swing like that. And that felt very liberating to not have to do that in front of an audience of people who are then going to go away and go, James ACASTER's pretty shit now because he tried this thing and it was absolutely awful. And but you're able to just do it on your own. So like, yeah, I really loved that about making something like this. Is why I couldn't really tear myself away from it for 2 years, is because for me it's a very intoxicating feeling, just complete creative freedom, really.
Yeah, that second section, so about kind of is it about 4 or 5 minutes in, it kind of explodes.
Yeah.
Was that a different song, or was that already part of this track?
So that was already part of this one, yeah. So the demo's here as well for this song. And it's not too... This one is like one of the ones that's actually pretty much the same length. It just... The master, the final one goes on for a bit longer because John added a lot of a really brilliant noise at the end of it, of all the different instruments spiraling out. But yeah, on the... demo here, so like it's still got that beginning that Joanna and Leia had done messing around, and then this bit that was from a completely different song that they'd done.
Right.
I can't even remember what the beat was now that they put that on, but I did chop that up and put it in so that is the thing that I did change, actually, because this here is them playing to something different, and I've just pasted it over the drums, and it's just worked for me, and I listen to it a lot. And also Joanna's vocals on the actual, they're a lot clearer here than they ended up being.
Yeah.
Whereas it on the master, they're very in the background and part of they're really washing over you a bit more rather than being a focus point. So yeah, this final section I did chop up what they had done so that it would fit with the beat a bit more. Yeah. So it still sounds chaotic, but the more four to the floor synth sound that's going on, that was chopped up and deliberately put to go with this final beat.
So that's the transition.
Yeah, that's the transition.
Where it explodes, is it, in my terms?
Yes, it will. Yeah. And there was these vocal improvisations they'd done that stayed on the final track, but again, more in the background. So that's the demo, but then obviously the main track, it is a bit more explosive than that at the end.
The heart knows what it wants. What a jerk.
John there on the guitar. And I remember, logging into Zoom and they played me this, what they'd done on this track, and I was very, very happy. And it was just some of my favourite moments of making this album were when vocalists would turn in their bits and I'd hear it for the first time, because then the song would sound kind of finished. That was often the last thing that went on, and it would all come together of like, oh, this is what I've had in my head, but better. Yeah. And it is really exciting because, a comedian asking proper musicians to do this, you don't know if they're going to take you seriously, if they're going to necessarily even say yes. So when they said yes and then they gave as much as they did, I just felt like it was I don't know. It just felt like it wasn't real a lot of the time. You know, you were like, oh, they've actually done it. They've actually like brought their A game and nailed it. And this sounds awesome. And I was, you know, and able to make what was, you know, just my favorite album with my favorite musicians. And it's still. I haven't listened to this for a while because, you know, really heavily was into the mixing process and the mastering process, and then you have a little break from it. But it's just really nice sitting down now actually and listening back to it and going like, oh yeah, I really love that bit. I love when she sent me that bit. You know,
yeah,
it's cool.